Welcome to the Holly Area Community Show. I'm your host Jody, and I'm here with Jim Bortnam, who is the master of the what's a better word, of the Garrick Theater Restoration Project.
Yes.
The owner, I suppose,
Yes.
but it's really been your project with alongside some help of yours. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
The last time we were here, I can't even remember when it was, but the place looked much different. And so it's fun to come back and see the progress, because you're on kind of a little timeline. You're having your first event here soon, correct?
Saturday night.
Saturday night, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's a wedding. It happens to be my son's wedding.
Coincidentally, his son's wedding.
Well,
Okay.
so the pressure got on to get ready for it. We won't be totally ready, but we're ready enough to use it. And
Yeah.
and he knows that.
Yes.
So
It's so funny because Brad was a classmate of mine, and I remember seeing him at the Garrick Theater. He and his buddies, and we all had so much fun in junior high here. And I won't get into those stories, but it's really neat that he's able to get married here. That's so
Yes.
wonderful.
yes.
So, in terms of your progress, is this pretty much taking shape the way you thought it would, or?
I would say because of the events coming on, we've got pushed a little harder, but our schedule is pretty much what we wanted to do. Our goal, even last spring, was to probably have it reasonably ready towards Christmas area.
Okay.
So for Christmas events, and people want to use it for that. And I think we're going to be pretty close for that.
You are?
Yes.
Because you still have a ways to go. The flooring isn't here, and there's a stairway that will be coming down, correct?
Yes, yes. Big thing is our bathroom project will be done in a couple weeks. That'll make a big issue for us. The balcony will be we'll have that done also at that point. Because now we're in the point where a lot of work we're doing now doesn't show. It's just finishing up work.
Sure.
So, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
But most of the plumbing we've done, the electrical's all done, most all the interior construction projects are done. So we have a company that's, we've been using a lot of relatives, and one of the relatives out of Austin, Minnesota, that's going to do our stage.
Oh,
as far
okay.
as curtains and backdrops and suspended for the stage. And he's helping us with that.
Wonderful.
And that will mainly be to put some finishing touches on that end of the building, really. The artwork has been completed at this point, unless we add some more. That's under discussion.
It looks great.
Yeah.
You mean you're referring to the painting?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It looks. Who did that work?
Christy Hovney out of, I believe she lives down by Cormorant Village.
Okay.
Yes. And we have talked to her about doing some more. This is tentatively her palette if she figures out what to do with it.
Oh, yeah.
And to add something that kind of breaks it up a little bit but doesn't go over the top.
Sure.
We're trying to stay with the old vaudeville idea that was fairly plain
Yeah.
but nice.
Yeah, simple, but
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, yeah, it looks like with the colors you're choosing, it's really in keeping with that.
And the front entrance, when you walk in, the front part of the building, we try to keep up to this wall is the old Garrick colors and the Garrick everything up to that point. Because that's everybody remembers the kind of oddball yellows and blues and stuff. And we stayed with that, and we decided this wall is where we'll change it to the modern look. And we're going to kind of follow that theme.
Oh,
at this
fun.
point. Yep.
Yeah, looks great. So you had an open house over the all-school reunion.
Yes.
How was that received?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just guessing, on Friday we had probably 70, 80 people. Saturday we had well over 400.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
It was a phenomenal turnout.
I bet you had some great stories that you heard or fun memories.
We did, and we have got to put together a book. We put together a sheet with a heading on it and left it out, and people wanted to sit and write stories. We got several dozen, I believe, people that wrote stories for us, or comments or notes that they remember from the past. And plus, it kept a pretty decent guest book. Of course, we didn't get everybody. We
Right.
got guests, so.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a story.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
does
it's such a great connector.
Yep.
You know, this form of entertainment during its, all those eras, and people had a day to come together and connect. I mean, that's just so wonderful.
And that's one of the reasons we decided to make the front look like an inviting old Garrick Theater when you walked in. And we decided that's why we kept the name. So so all the history and nostalgia was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done a good job with that. We're going to take a little break, talk more about maybe upcoming events or how people can go about using this space that you're providing. So we'll be right back. And we're back with Jim Bortnam, the owner of the Garrick Theater. They're restoring the Garrick Theater. If you don't already know that, and if you haven't seen it, you get a lot of visitors just popping in.
Probably, I would say probably averaging anywhere from 6 to 8 people a day.
That is so fun. Yeah. And they don't bug you? It doesn't bother you?
No, we will generally, if somebody walks in, we'll take the time, talk to them, show them around. And why not? They're probably future customers.
Yeah. It kind of seems like, that's the part of the process that you really like.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Just when the space is ready, what folks could use it for?
I think what we're going to do, we'll see how this works. We've got a customer who wants to use it every Sunday starting in September. And once that's done, probably get past the month of December, just guessing now, someplace in there we're going to have an open house. And if we have an open house at that point, we're going to try and have as much information available for people, what kind of costs will be involved and time frame will be involved. And as far as we're concerned, any activity that'll fit it, we'll have to learn how to make that work, is what it's going to be available for. And we are not going to be providing drinks or food, but it'll be provisions in here for caterers to do the same thing.
Yeah, I see you have some bars, some counters set up on either side.
Yes.
And so caterers could come in and do their thing.
Yes.
Okay. And so you won't deal with any liquor licenses or anything like that?
I don't. At this point, it doesn't make any sense because, for one thing, if we decide to have a caterer can get a Minnesota license to do the job.
Sure.
And then I don't want to get in that part of the business because, no, we got plenty to do. Plenty to do without that.
So you see concerts, you're having a wedding, so weddings could occur here. Parties like business parties or...
We had an inquiry already for a company Christmas party.
Sure.
An example, and we're probably business meetings that we're going to set up. We are setting up with communications available for that. It's going to have video projection to be used because I'd like wedding reception type business.
Sure.
Good business and anniversaries.
Sure. If you had how many people could you roughly say you could get for a wedding reception?
I'm going to guess 125, 150, and really, if we go beyond that, it's kind of beyond our type of business, I think. We'll find out.
I suppose it's something that you'll just roll with. Nobody's attempted this in town, and there aren't a lot of spaces in town for some of these specific events.
And we're getting a lot of inquiries now from the Fargo-Moorhead arts community.
Oh, wonderful.
And some other locations, so we'll see.
Yeah, how exciting. I mean, it's such a gift to the city, and I know that you've put so much time here, but could you just talk a little bit about your crew, who is helping you here?
Okay. We started actual work on the building 2 years ago next month. And I and Rick Hill started together. He's a retired gentleman, and he and I have sailed together for 20-some years. And he was looking for something to do, and so was I, and it looked like a fun project. And we started on it the first year. We worked all winter, no heat. And that was the first year. Then that summer, we took the summer off. The next fall, 2 young guys are my sister's grandkids. Both started working for me, and Eric Softing and Brody is his cousin. They're both working for me.
It looks so great. I can hardly wait to come back and see your progress and have fun at the wedding. Congratulate Brad for me.
I will do that.
Till next time.
Okay.